Good morning, my friends. Good morning and happy Sunday. Hope you're all having a great end to your week or a great start to your week, depending on whether you count Sunday as the beginning or the end of a week. And that's really a matter of perspective, I think. Today, we are continuing our investigations into Obduction, Cyan World's 2016 game. Last time out, we spent a lot of time stuck. What I'm finding really interesting is I'm not... Oh no, we do have game sound. We do have in-game sound. Maybe my volume's just turned right down. Okay, that's great. We spent a lot of last time stuck. Obviously, last weekend we didn't have a stream at all because I was on holiday. I was down at the coast. This time round... So the time before that, we spent a lot of time stuck. Then we found the access to this building. We've got a lot of interesting stuff in here. To call the lift, we need an access code to access it from the top. It's expecting a 6-digit code. If I recall correctly, it was a 6-digit code. We'll go check that in a minute. And the clue is written in the diary. Okay, a clue to that code has been placed under the direction of our first mayor. Which is a really weird way of phrasing that, right? Really weird way of phrasing that. So we've got a bit of a riddle there. In the meantime, though, whilst we have a think about that, whilst we let that percolate, let's go back to this sphere, which I believe is actually going to take the... It's going to teleport away the sphere which is blocking us from the secret tunnel in... shoot, I've forgotten her name. I think this sphere, looking at the map, this sphere is blocking the secret tunnel underneath... I want to say Leroy's place. It's not Leroy. What was her name? Do we have any clue here? Farley's. Farley. Leroy. Okay. Anyway, right. So let's see what this does. Boop. Wow, okay, we've literally got a loader at the top. And everything is... Everything's gone all Monet on us. What? Where have we ended up? Okay, I thought this was going to teleport us to, like, somewhere else inside the dome. This has teleported us somewhere totally different. Which I suppose makes sense. Because if the idea is that these seeds are taking a sphere and depositing them from one place into another, like swapping literal space... then we are now on an alien world. Well, a different alien world than one we were on. Question, though. Oh, I suppose it was flat ground. So the sphere, it had some flat ground on it, which I was standing on. So I was within the sphere. Because I was sort of half expecting the sphere beneath me to teleport away, not for me to go with it. But okay, we have got... something totally new. Well, I was going to say an alien world to explore, but the world we were already on was already an alien world, so I guess... Well, shoot, this is going to be a quick a quick excursion. If I can't even get through the door. Knock knock, bang bang. Is there literally nowhere to go here? Okay. Maybe I take back literally what I said just now about this being a whole alien world to explore. It's like, okay, I've got all of 15 feet of an alien world to explore. Don't know about you guys, but I feel culturally enriched. What's up with this door then, huh? If I fiddle with this device again, do I just teleport back to where we were? Can I fiddle with these to change the coordinates of where we're going to? Okay, once you press the button, you cannot move off that. So you can't get it to teleport away. And then... is it going to take us back exactly to where we were? It is going to take us back to exactly where we were. Still with all of the particle effects around it. Weird. This bit here is also weird as well, because like, well, except for the fact that it's to reveal that your wires are going out into the thing. We did read something about that, right? About how the wires need to go out into the dome, and something to do with the Villain drain, power drainer or something like that, but it was a couple of weeks ago when we read all that, so might need to do a little reread, maybe highlight some important parts of the notes. That wire is red for some reason. Okay. Note made, because why make one wire red when the others are black? The only reason would be if you want players to make note of it and to follow it at some point. Just checking. I don't trust, ever since the clock tower in Myst, I don't trust these buttons to not have secret second option just by pressing and holding them. Oh shoot, spoiler warning for Myst, incidentally. A game that came out 30 years ago. Now that's interesting. Did I notice this last time? Creepy music. Did I notice this last time? We've definitely got... sorry for continuing to interrupt the music there. Well, we've definitely made note of some license plates before, right? DCTD. The fact that the mayor had a license plate on his desk, that's kind of interesting, yeah. It's weird that it's O for West, isn't it? Hidden drawers. Gotta be hidden drawers. Might have been playing too much of The Room, of course. But, you always gotta check the desk for hidden drawers, right? Shimmery mask. The WOW Award for Community Excellence, that says. We also... Oh no, I thought that was a path. I thought that was floor behind the thing. No, just a trick of perspective. Just a trick of perspective. So one thing you'll also notice that we now have, as well as new animated emotes, well, one animated emote anyway, thank you very much to Souffle, is we also have subscriber badges now. So my badge appears to be the 1 month badge, which is a bit odd because I'd have thought automatically I would have all of the badges. I don't know. So that's strange. I don't know. Maybe that's just because that's just how the badges are. Who knows? Now, yes, was it one of these documents here? Yes, okay, got it. It was one of these documents. Your behest is, here's the information pertaining to the bleeder, right? The big thing is called the bleeder, right? Some of the engineering behind it. The bleeder project was designed and built at the request of Mayor Sims to collect and dissipate the ever-increasing power in the entire ecosystem. Sims was reluctant because there was some suspicions over Mayor Farley's death. Okay. Right, okay. So the bleeder project was to get rid of the dome. Throttle all 4 connected worlds. The idea, as you're aware, is to suppress the ecosystem power and thus inhibit full maturity of the trees. It was postulated, since it became apparent that this suppression will keep whatever unknown maturity process from happening and grant us direct control over the tree fruition. Oh, this is getting complicated. So did they deliberately stifle the growth of the tree? The rate of dissipation is sensed and regulated automatically. The power is collected through the Villain engineered extrusion cables that attack directly to the dome membrane. When maximum power is exceeded, the dissipation phase is triggered, creating an electrical charge followed by discharge into the water. Through electrolysis, an amount of hydrogen and oxygen is generated. We capture some of these elements for our own use, but most is released into the atmosphere. But the ecosystem's ability to filter and maintains the atmosphere at near ideal levels. Right, and that's CW. So I think what I need then, given that basically all we've done is we had this door open and this door open, which opens a really convenient shortcut, to be fair. I think we've got all the clues we're gonna get relating to we might have had all the clues we're going to get relating to how you open up the tower. Yeah. So last time out, if you recall, we also checked the graveyard. We didn't get pictures of everyone's graves. The clue to that code has been placed under the direction of our first mayor. The first mayor being Luther Roscoe. Luther Roscoe, who is just here. I mean, what does it mean? I don't know. Under the direction of our first mayor. I mean, he has a compass on his desk, the old mayor. But you can't take the compass with you. This ain't that kind of puzzle game. You can't. There are no items to pick up, right? So the clue has to be somewhat more literal in its interpretation. I mean, the other option is to consider, of course, the dates. Under the direction of our first mayor. And we are expecting, you know, if we really let's zoom in on this, right? Cecil will provide a new key code for the lower lock in the next few days. Cecil was concerned about any survivors not having access, so it was decided that we would conceal the code in Farley's house and give the residents a location as they were being chambered. I also had him change the upper tower access code. So we got in using the code that's hidden in Farley's house. That's the 15 that you then have to input into the Verlaine device. The upper code has been placed under the direction of our first mayor. A clue to that code has been placed under the direction of our first mayor. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. That clue doesn't make any sense. Okay. I think the most disappointing thing for me so far has been the fact that this sphere doesn't go anywhere. I was fully expecting that to go somewhere, or to because what I was sort of expecting was that it would go to well, like teleport away and give me access to the tunnel under Farley's house. That's what I was expecting. This tunnel is actually really close to here, so I wonder how we open that up then. Yeah, that's a reasonable question. Okay, so just checking. It is a 6-digit code that this is expecting. Yes. Boop, boop. Doesn't do anything. It's a 6-digit code on a ringer as well. Yeah, okay. So it's expecting a 6-digit code. Now, interestingly, well, let's grab a little print screen here. Have we ever had one of those ones yet in a Cyan game where it's like the where on the keys is supposed to indicate what the code is? Because, I mean, these are all worn fairly evenly except for the 1, etc. Well, the 1 and the 5, those don't seem to have been terribly worn through. But anyway, the wear and tear I don't think is going to be important anyway, even if it was, because the diary explicitly said that he's changed the code. Now, the license plates, we tried the license plates on here. The license plates... Like, we tried these license plates, or at least the ones where the letters directly translate to numbers. DCTD, well, the T is not going to translate into a digit. Like 48 DCTD, like that could be a thing, but sort of less obvious, isn't it? The other one would be, well, that's a 7-digit code there, so that's no good. And it also wouldn't use the clue that we have, right? I mean, what if it's 010220? I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong digit right at the end. Okay. 0, 2. So this is actually Carl Hunrath's dates, but it's directly... Oh, sorry, no, it should be 010. Oh, come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it correct at least. Oh, wow, it does a really slow one if you do it really slow. Sorry, when it says placed under the direction of our first mayor, right, here's our first mayor, second mayor, 010220, that would at least be 6 digits. Don't know if that really uses the concept of direction though, but let's eliminate it as a possibility, yeah? 220. No, so it's not that. Okay. Okay. A clue to that code has been placed under the direction of our first mayor. I mean, it cannot possibly mean under the instruction of our first mayor. Like, that's clearly how it's supposed to be written, how it's supposed to sort of sound. Hard to say. Hard to say. Because your first mayor, Luther Roscoe, well, he died. Well, what did we work it out? These are days we worked out. 17,000 days, about 40 years ago. Okay, we're going to need all our thinking here. All our thinking. In the meantime, it's probably worth opening this back up again. Maybe, not sure. But okay, we can go through there. If we go through here... Right, this takes us to the very, very wide area. Yeah, I see. So, waterfall here. And going down this path, is it still the same area? No, we're now up. This is a different path. This is a different path again. Okay, good. We have now got a new place to explore. Yes, let's go. Yes, let's go. Okay. More clues. Give me more clues. Take me to places that I've not been yet. Where are we ending up? We are gonna end up on the top of the thing with a ramp that we can pull down. And we've got another device. Brilliant. Extend the ramp. Excellent. Excellent. All the shortcuts are starting to come together now. This is brilliant. Okay, we have a device. This looks less like a Verlaine device and more like something that the guys have cobbled together. The guys have cobbled together here. Pew, pew, pew. Okay. We're going to teleport. Let's go. New places to explore. New place to explore. Okay. Well, this is great. This makes this episode already a success because we've managed to discover some new things. You know, the real danger of streaming puzzle games... Oh, this is another different world. The danger of streaming puzzle games, right, and recording puzzle games, right, blind playthroughs, is if you get stuck, you could get properly stuck, right? You could spend an hour wandering around with literally nothing to do. Interesting. I tell you what, this does not look terribly inviting, does it? But it's the same kind of stone as the giant circle. You know, the giant orb that we can rotate round. It is the same kind of stone as that. And look, there's this little friendly alien over there. Oh, there's another one. That's nice. Okay, remember, we're on best behaviour, gang. We are... Oh, I tell you what, right? This is itself a sphere inside another place, is it? Right, let's try pulling it this way. Oh. Well, that's kind of disappointing, because this doesn't seem to do anything in either direction. This is interesting. I mean, the device looks just incredibly steampunk, doesn't it? It's very strange. It almost makes me think that is the orientation of the sphere in our world important for the orientation of other things in other worlds? Because we can rotate our sphere around, and that appears to do nothing. Yeah, when we rotate our sphere around, because like there's nothing in there. All it does is rotate round, and it kind of doesn't do anything. Yet, maybe. I don't know. Like, it very much looks like this should be able to rotate, but maybe it's got no... Oh, hang on. Oh. Well, that might help. Oh, look, it's generating power now. Right. Here we go. Can't rotate that way. Yeah! We solved a puzzle. Okay. What are we going to find here then? So we've got some giant cogs. Hello. This is incredibly mountainous. Something's glowing over there. What is this? So this is another sphere that has come from elsewhere. Oh, hello. Oh, bye. Okay, we can't interact with that. We can go into this cave, though. So, what is the reckoning? Is this Villain? Is it Mofang? Or is it the fourth world? I suppose we could probably know by Wow, this is actually a really large area. Oh, this is a huge area. Okay, I've kind of got a bit of an inkling that we're going to be in here for a while then, because... Yeah, look at all this. Right. Do we go up the stairs first? Check out this room first? Anything in here? Nope. Wow, who would have thought something... You've really got to be paying attention in this game, right? Because we kind of stumbled on this path a little bit by accident, right? By going in and then out and then in again on the teleporter. And this is just a huge area that's sort of... Well, I say sort of hidden. I mean, it's a puzzle game. Like, everything's hidden. Like, that's literally what the game just does for everything. But yeah, this feels like a lot more alien than the town of Hunrath does. For sure. Oh, we've got more steps leading down here. So yeah, we're very much just in an exploration phase. Really, because there is a lot to see. A lot to take in. Haven't even really started thinking about even what the puzzles in this area could be right now. Just yet. Okay, we have got what looks like a Russian machine, probably from the submarine. Maybe I shouldn't fiddle with the stuff until I know what it is. Wow, yeah, okay. Big device. This is some sort of power. Those look like propellers, right? So this is either a turbine. It's either going to be pushing air or air is going to be pushing it. And these arms on the camshafts, they're going to be going in and out. I'm going to do my best to just try and ignore the aliens that are sitting around at the moment. I'm just going to assume that they're friendly. We've got more to explore over there. We've got more to explore down here. Okay, here are the guts of the machine. Okay, so we could connect up that machine, potentially, depending on what's needed. So let's have a look along here. Okay, we've got another narrow bridge. Okay. That can't move. That might not be able to move unless we've powered the machine on, because this is clearly connected to one of the giant arms on the machine. Meanwhile, around here we've also got giant chains connected to whatever they're connected to as well. Could be anything. I mean, it looks like a giant dry dock, this, doesn't it? Could be a big ship. Okay, so tinkering with that machine and tinkering with the Russian device is our options. And that's up these stairs. Oh, they've got a tree as well. Okay, neat. Yeah, I've just seen it. They've got a tree which is also looking thoroughly autumnal. They also have a Mofang device preventing teleportation. Nyaha, nyaha. Yes, okay, I'm getting it now. So, presumably at some point we're going to disable that Mofang device too and be able to teleport in and out. They're really big on their fish here, clearly. Okay, we've got stairs down. Well, I mean, you know, grab a coffee or a hot chocolate, gang, and settle in, because this is an exploration episode. We love it. We love it. We've unlocked a huge area here. And we are going to try and understand what's in here. This is a different dry dock. This one does not have the anchor kind of directly in the way. So that's certainly something. Okay, and then walking up the steps. Okay, we've got another gantry. Oh wait, hang on. Right, this is that dry dock we were literally just standing in at the bottom of there. Aha, walking this way, we have a bit of our own planet. Oh, ooh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to take a picture of this. Oh, excellent. This is great. Oh, loving it. So, Where are we? Do you reckon that's a you are here dot? We've got the tree in the middle, as usual. Yeah, tree in the middle as usual. That's probably where we entered from. We went up here, cave, 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 right, and then here are the stairs that leads up to the machine. That's the lift that we can't open right now. Yeah, okay. Cool. So we also have a few different teleport points. If we could teleport this sphere back to Hunrath and then come back here without having to take the sphere. So literally swap the sphere back, which is something we've been wanting to do for quite a while. And indeed, to be able to get to that Mofang device, we need to move the sphere. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that right now. I would probably even go as far as to say that is intentionally put there as being the first one of these you're supposed to work out to do. Maybe. So we're going to end up back in Hunrath. And we're here. Right, okay. So that has connected up this train track now. Okay. Does that give us anything for the tiny train? Well, it means that the tiny train can now, for the first time, go to here. Don't know if that particularly gives us anything right now, but the point is, we've got that sphere back to where it's supposed to be. And we don't have to ride the sphere back. We can go back to that planet without having to swap the spheres back. We can just walk there. And that's huge, actually. Because obviously, if the only way to get back and forth from the planet is to ride the sphere back and forth, you're always going to be swapping... Shoot, no, wait, because the sphere we used to get there ain't there anymore. So what's been put in its place? So okay, we might have to ride that sphere back then, because the sphere we did use to teleport us there obviously isn't going to be there because we used it. Okay, so let's get up this way and grab onto this, do this ramp here. This might not be the fastest way to navigate about, but we'll take it. Okay, so we've extended the ramp downwards, all good. Okay, so we do have a device. It has left us a device. So that's great. So we can always use... Yeah, so right here always has a device available on both sides of the sphere, which is actually absolutely critical, because it means that we can always get back to that point to ride a sphere again. That is the lift. That's the chain for the lift that we didn't activate because we didn't put the machine together yet. This is all fine. This is coming together now. Okay, walk, 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 walk. Oh, I tell you what we are going to do actually, whilst we're here, whilst we remember. Oh, that is. Yes. Okay. There's two spheres. They've marked the spheres for us in orange. So we've done that one now. This is. We'll mark this one as this is our sort of in and out sphere here, because we want to get to the Mofang device. That's sort of the whole point. And once we disable the Mofang device, in theory, these two paths should teleport us like over here. Like this one presumably will take us over here. This one. Not sure. So I wonder, the giant sphere in the middle of town that we can rotate round and whatnot, I wonder if you're supposed to swap it, and actually the thing you swap it with is the thing that's important to be able to rotate. Maybe. It's kind of interesting that it's sort of built up on top of a thing, right? Because the exact location of the stuff is, I don't know. So without my tiny train, I'm not sure how we would interact with this Mofang device. So that's something to ponder a little bit. Because we've got no tracks here, so how would we take the tiny train? We park the tiny train on the tracks. We park the tiny train on the tracks. The tiny train, though, would then be on the other side of the wall, but there must be a way to get it. There must be a way to get it. Okay. We'll come back and deal with that in a bit. In the meantime, let's continue our exploration. Because I think also it'd be worth turning the machine on. JR Plays Games has just subbed at tier 1. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Hi, friend. Hope you're doing great. Check out the emotes. We have, for the first time today, got a super hype animated emote. Yeah, that is many thanks to our artist, who is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So the latest project we've been working on has been, or rather that she's been working on. I am merely I am merely just providing the broadest possible direction for her talent, right? But yes, animated emotes, subscriber badges. That's the other one, and we are very close to having something for channel points as well, which would be nice. So remind me, JR, have you done Obduction? Have you done Obduction as one of the games that you've completed before? It does seem like the kind of game you would have done on stream at some point. So we're going to take these stairs up. We're going to connect up the giant machine, because I think the giant machine wants connecting up just at least so that we can ride the elevator up and down and make the walk a touch shorter. So let's see if we can get the giant machine up and running. We will worry about the Russian jury-rig device later. For now, let's just get the cog inserted into the other cog. So this game is Cyan Worlds, the creators of Myst. It is a puzzle game, but it's quite a unique puzzle game. It's very, very similar to Myst. And Myst was itself quite a unique puzzle game because there are no items. There's no inventory, there's nothing to pick up. Everything is clues and codes and your understanding of how things work. It's never take an item here and make the item interact with the object over here, right? Which is always a bit refreshing. So that is turning, but this is not engaged. So I think we need to turn this to... no, ooh, maybe not. Turn this first. That will certainly help. Now we can engage the gear. Yes, exactly. The rubber chicken. The rubber chicken. You know exactly what I mean. So that is jump-starting the engine, perhaps. Now if we turn this... There we go. The machine is active. Now the Russian device is probably now going to do something. This thing, don't know what it is. Myst 4 is a gorgeous game. I have not... Ah, okay, right, that's not quite engaging. So we need to do something to get that engaged, because this arm is what's going to control this lift. And I highly doubt it's going to be this lever. No, doesn't do anything. Yeah, so I've never played any of the other Myst, so I've just played the Myst remake on the YouTube channel. And... oh, incidentally, for those of you who are watching on the YouTube channel in the future, JR Plays Games. Go and subscribe to him on Twitch. He plays very similar games to me. As well as a lot of games which are not similar to the games that I play. A lot of visual novels and things like that. But yeah, so I played the Myst remake on the YouTube channel. And that was great fun. I know that they're in the middle of making a Riven remake. And I was very 50-50 on whether we were going to wait for the Riven remake or play Riven as it exists today. And I'm kind of coming around to the idea of the second of those options on the basis that the Riven remake might be a long way away. And quite a few people actually have been commenting on my Myst video to say, now play Riven. Please play Riven. So, might have to go and play Riven. And we might do that on this stream on Sunday mornings once we've beaten Obduction. So Sunday mornings might genuinely become, at least for now, our Cyan Worlds stream. So getting over to there... Oh, can we get past this anchor in the bottom? Because then we can get to those stairs. It's kind of a little bit hard to see sometimes here and there. Hey, Meredith in the chat. How are you today? It's sometimes a little bit hard to see in this game exactly what is a path and what is not and what you are supposed to be able to get to. So I hear, I saw on the Discord that Cozy Witch is having some technical problems at the moment, which is a big shame. I hope that's not causing too many problems. Not anymore. Excellent. Oh, well, that's great. Can we move through this in any way? Oh, PC building. Excellent. Oh, that's good news. So is it now financially worth it again to build a PC? Because when Bitcoin was doing its thing, when crypto was doing its thing, and the price of a 20 series graphics card was just frankly absurd. Incidentally, right, I seem to not be able to get to this other side of this thing. Engaging a machine doesn't seem to have done anything obvious immediately. Although actually there was one part of it we didn't check, come to think of it, so we should go and check that first. But if not, then we are going to head back. We're going to go get our tiny train and we're going to teleport the other sphere back and see if we can deactivate that Mofang device. Check the deep GPUI space for the build. Yeah, so there was definitely a period when crypto was doing its thing that the price of a 20 series graphics card was just so ridiculous that actually buying a PC was suddenly becoming more commercially sensible than building one yourself, which has really, like, literally never been the case, as far as I can remember, like, ever, in honesty. Okay, I feel like we could have a tinker with that device. But yeah, none of these arms are engaged, so let's see what we can do here. We've got a battery. Okay, so 5 and 6 not on. Both 5's not on. None on. So it's sort of a lights out kind of game, is it? Or a lights on kind of game? Oh god. Ah, and these are all buttons as well. Oh, right, okay. As are all of these, indeed. My word. Yeah, well, this isn't messing about, is it? Okay, I'm going to go and make the bold assumption that the objective here is to get all of the lights on. So which of these switches turns this one on? Because none of those did. So you've got a Sapphire Pulse Radon RX660. Sorry. No read Cyrillic. Yeah. Oh, these are all buttons as well. Right, okay. Okay, most of these aren't lighting anything up, but that... Oh! We are, in fact, putting a giant code in at the top here. I have a feeling... Hang on, why is it getting dark suddenly? I have a feeling that maybe I need to find a clue somewhere as to what I'm supposed to do with this machine. Because as far as I can tell, none of these buttons are lighting up that final 5. Thankfully those aren't buttons. But what a large number of buttons. Can I at least hit backspace to get this code back to where it was? Okay, good. Let's pretend we hadn't touched that. Can you combine buttons and switches? One of the buttons up top did the number 5 only, really? if I then hit a different button. Is this second number 5 one that we're looking for? Well, so far I've not found any buttons that seem to light this one up. Like, that would be, I think, the sensible starting point. I mean, you're right, it could be some kind of XOR where the combination of 2 buttons lights it up, but I don't think... It feels like you're not maybe necessarily supposed to be brute forcing it. Maybe. Because it's not even really obvious what position the switches are in, right? Like, well, with these ones it is, but... Okay. Let's come back. Let's deal with the Mofang device first, or attempt to deal with the Mofang device first. Yes, because if none of those arms are engaged... Yeah, if none of those arms are engaged, I think the Russian device is probably what you want there. And maybe there isn't going to be a clue on how to make it work. I don't know. Okay, let's have a think about it. Oh, here's a clue you guys can think about for me. Right. Though this wording here. So, I also had him change the upper tower access code, and the clue is, a clue to that code has been placed under the direction of our first mayor. Now, the first mayor has been dead for about 40 years, so clearly under the direction of our first mayor is not under his instruction. Under the direction of our first mayor might be something to do with his gravestone, which looks like that. But yeah, that's definitely one that we are... Oh! What is that? Wait, what? What is that gonna do? That stops this moving further round. I see, right. So when we get the Mofang device deactivated, we're going to be able to teleport through. Okay, now we genuinely can't move further. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. So, incidentally, massive spoilers, but what we're about to do is we're about to teleport to another world. But this is a great game. I am thoroughly enjoying this. It's hard for sure, but it's hard in a very sort of fair way. For sure, and it's not as hard as other similar ones. So on the YouTube channel at the moment, I'm playing through Quern. I certainly find Quern harder than this game, or at least I certainly find it harder to kind of get into the head of the puzzle designer than here. So what we're doing is we are teleporting back. This is the main world, incidentally. This is what this is where you spend the vast majority of your time in the game. Excuse me. There we go. So yes, this is the main world. This is where you spend the vast majority of your time in the game. Where we were just now is a new world that we've just unlocked this episode. We are going to take our tiny train over to the sphere that we have just unlocked. Yeah, we're going to take our tiny train over to the tracks which is inside the other sphere. I feel like we're just going to turn our our Villain device on straight away. We can't get there that way. We have to go up and through. We have to use one of our shortcuts. Yeah, these spheres, incidentally, right, so these spheres teleport around. This sphere, did it genuinely just teleport right into the middle of the air there, or have the people of Hunrath gone and excavated this sphere? Because that's an interesting question, right? They've decided to build this contraption to rotate this sphere around, presumably so that when you teleport it back and forth, you can change the orientation of it. Yeah, that would actually make a lot of sense. Okay, where's our tiny train at? Did we leave it down here by the Russian sub? I don't remember where we parked. There he is. Tiny train. Okay. Enter. I'm hoping that the... What's the word? I'm hoping that the solid angle, you know, for aiming this is quite forgiving, because I don't think we're going to be able to access the train after we teleport it. So I hope we don't have to wander back and forth teleporting it on and off. But here's the sphere, and you can see the difference in the weathering, so it must have teleported a long time ago. And we're going to set up our Villain device so that we're shooting it straight through here. And I think we'll just do it as straight as possible, yeah? No, we want it on, for sure. And then we're gonna... Oh, we can't exit the train! There's not enough room for us to exit here. So wait, how are we gonna get... How are we gonna get the train there? Can we exit... Oh, okay, I can press the button from... Hey, there we go. Okay, we can activate the device and we can press the button whilst we're in the sphere. Alright, well, let's go. We're going to just ride the tiny train to another planet. Tiny train is Bay in this game. Here we go. That is the device that we... I mean, we can't go very far forward and back, but we're going to go just... It's about here. So the aiming doesn't need to be that forgiving then. Oh no, don't tell me that the train's got to turn around the other way. Come on, man, no. Phew. There we go. We are deactivating the dome. Right, we managed to destroy the Mofang device. Genuinely, I think I would have been actually a little bit annoyed if you had to go all the way back to turn the train around to come back in here. Like, I think I would have actually been a little bit annoyed. But no, you can just about get the device from that orientation of the train. So now we're going to teleport back. We're going to drop up. We're going to park our train somewhere, and then we're going to take the other sphere back to that planet. And then we've already found out like where we can teleport through from, right? So we're just going to park our train. We'll just park our train here in the middle of town. Okay, getting there, getting there. I see. I'm starting to sense what people may have meant when they speak in the reviews about too much backtracking in this game, blah blah blah. But then again, you know, in a puzzle game like this, if you don't have backtracking, you know, how much gameplay do you really have, right? Because it's a fairly small environment, and yeah, you are taking clues and understanding and whatnot. I like the fact that it's kind of taken these walkways from that alien planet and deposited them here. Here we go. So the Mofang device has been destroyed. We are now able to use the teleport functionality of the sphere edge. Because yeah, it's because we are inside another giant sphere on a different planet. So here we go. Where has this deposited us? It should have deposited us, if we look at our map, which is down here. Okay. So we have gone out here, which we will call 1. Has this deposited us up here? Might have done. Let's have a little look. Okay, so we've got a giant machine. Which cannot activate. Okay. Okay. Maybe we are at the fiddle with the Russian device stage then. Yeah, that might be where we're at. Are we anywhere near the edge of the dome anywhere else? We're not really, because we cannot get... Yeah, that's the chain. There is an anchor. The anchor is blocking us there. We cannot get through that way. We can't get through this way either. Okay, there's a path there. We've not looked... I don't recall seeing a path there. So let's check that out. I mean, it's on the way to the Russian device anyway, so we'll check that out and have a look at it. No, I moved it too far already. So let's wander up here, up here, up here. So are we going to go to all 4 worlds then? Because I mean, obviously I know about, you know, the sphere swapping and so on, but I thought genuinely like that the start of this stream was the first time I tried one of those sphere swapping devices at all. I didn't realise that it was going to teleport you. I thought it was just going to swap the spheres. But now I'm kind of thinking, are we going to visit all 4 worlds? Do all 4 worlds have giant domes of a similar size to each other? Interesting thought. You know, and which world is which as well? I mean, is that important? Is obviously a question. Does it matter if this is the Villain sphere on the, you know, Mofang world or not, you know? So, hang on. So where's this other path supposed to be then? So if we look up here, we're supposed to take the path I mean, obviously it's not a perfectly drawn map, but there is supposed to be a path. Unless it's... Oh, there's supposed to be a thing here which we're supposed to be able to pull down. But there's supposed to be a path to the left, is there? So there's the tree. Here's the path up the mountain. So you're going up. There's a left turn, a right turn. Like your dry dock is sort of here, yeah? And then there's supposed to be a sphere that we walk through. Yeah, I don't see that path at all. Yeah, there's no walking around that giant anchor. Yeah, genuinely don't really see it. So that's going to be a bit of a question mark for now, I guess. So we have a ladder here, which should be able to come down. Looks like it comes down from a switch just there, which implies that we should get up to that gantry some other way. Maybe that's like a cable car that's going to come in. And actually, it's going to be the cable car from... Nah, it'll be this way, right? From where we teleport to. That's going to take us into that one. Okay. So maybe we are on the Russian device. Alright. Okay, well, bear with me for 5 minutes. I'm going to go and fill up my water bottle, and we're going to be back 5 minutes time. See you guys in a minute. Bonk. Okay, we're back. We're back. Let me get my headphones back on. Okie dokie. So we're pretty sure... Well, pretty sure. I don't know. We're not pretty sure of very much right now. What is this Right, okay. Okay. Can I rotate this somehow? Like, that would seem to be an obvious way to try and get the thing to engage, I suppose. What I was going to say is I think we are now... I don't think we have to do anything else down here, because we've... I think this is just to jump-start the engine. Oh, wait. No, that stops the engine. Okay, let's not touch that. Oh, unless you can't get it... Unless you can't engage the arm unless the engine isn't running at the time. Sorry. Let's turn that off, because if you can turn it off, there must be a reason to want to turn it off, yeah? Because you don't leave... Okay, but then you cannot engage this thing unless the engine's on. But there must be a reason to want to turn it off. So let's fiddle with that device again a little more. So it's spinning, it's spinning. Well, that's weird, because now I can't seem to interact with the device at all. What? It was working... Oh, wait, no, now I can. Okay. What? I don't get it. What's it doing? Yes, okay. Turn it on. Thank you. Right. So are there 4 of these? One for each of the arms? Or do I need to rotate this on somehow? Oh, this is now working. But the chain isn't pulling. This is confusing, man. But the fact that this is now on... No, because this lift is from this lower arm, actually. So this lift is still not engaged. Yeah. Not that this lift is terribly important, because I'm pretty sure this lift is just a shortcut. Right. Down to where we were before. So that's now on. But how do we move this? Is it related? Oh, the Russian device is connected to this thing. So the Russian device presumably lowers this stair. Ah, here we go. Okay, right. My Cyrillic speaking friends in the chat. Any clues on how to translate that? Or is it literally the code that we need to employ? How many characters do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is going to be longer than this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 3, 4, 5. So is that the code? And this means password or something. Yeah, because this is the correct number of characters here. I don't know. Should we give it a go? How do you clear it? Which button is reset? I was able to reset it earlier somehow. Oh, these little dials you can actually see. Okay, I'm sorry, little computer. Do you want to reset now so that I can actually input? Like, do I even have all of these letters? We've got 3 buttons which are all marked E. Like, that's not a great start. This one has worn off, but it does have a symbol on it. It does have the, there's a... Do you know what? I don't know the names of the letters. It sort of looks like a candlestick. Okay, right. Oh, that resets. That resets. So maybe that's enter. Maybe that's enter. Okay. Well, let's see. Well, I don't know, because that's now not... That's not putting any kind of code in. Now I'm very confused. I mean, are we supposed to go and translate this? Like, do you get a translation in game, do you think? Or are you supposed to literally translate it? Because there is some writing on this panel. Oh, we've also got tiny buttons here. That says 1 and -1 on it. I'm not sure, you know. I'm genuinely not sure if the game is expecting you to go and translate that. Like, I mean, we could head back to the Russian submarine, but like, I don't think there was anything in there that was that would actually help you here. What we need is the other 4 of these, right? I think we can only do something... Yeah, I think we have to get up the stairs to be able to get onto that walkway. That's going to be how we now interact with this. Surely. I don't think there's anything down here that's going to particularly help us. And the chain is going to pull something in. So... unless it's... right, so the enter makes it fade. The backspace, though... oh no, the backspace does make it fade as well. Does the backspace just make one letter fade? No, the backspace makes all of the letters fade. Are you supposed to press the number which is next to the letter then? But what would we have? We'd have here. This is presumably this is capitals as well. Hang on, I'm just going to quickly pull up a Cyrillic alphabet on my other screen here, because what do we got? What do we got? I need the capitals and the lowercase equivalents, yeah. Right, let's grab one of those. Okay. Not sure if you're really supposed to be taking information outside of the game, but the point is, what do we have on our panel? We have a B like this, so that's fine. This small e, okay, we have capital E's, that's fine. The C's, so a C is a large one. Going back to the game, I do not see that on this panel. Yeah, so that leads me to think that these letters here is not just going to be a number code that we're putting in. Do you know what? I think I'm kind of tempted to check on the subreddit, right? Because we could put that into a translator and translate what it says. But I don't know if that would be a spoiler. Like, I don't know if you're supposed to get a clue from somewhere to help you translate it from somewhere else in the game, or whether the game is genuinely expecting you to use real-world knowledge and real-world research to help you with a puzzle. I don't know. I mean, presumably going and translating that cannot be too much of a spoiler. Can't be too much of a direct spoiler, surely. I don't know. Yeah, go on. Let's. We're 5 minutes before the end of the stream anyway. Let's go and run it through a translator. It cannot surely be. Okay. What I need, though, is I need a way of actually putting the translation in, right? Okay. So let me just quickly bring this up. This is what we're trying to translate here. And let's try and type that in. So it is ooh. Do you know what? This is actually really hard because I don't know most of these symbols, but then there's like an N. Maybe I should do this between streams, to be fair, because this might take a few minutes. There's an A, what looks like a T. What to me looks like a B. Oh, so that's sort of like an apostrophe, is it? A C and an R. Okay. Okay, so this says study. Okay. Let's try then the next word. There's an M-B-I-C, M-B, what looks like an I. I don't really see that. Oh. Could be. Guess we'll try that. Well, according to the translator, that translates to I am confused, but it's detected Kazakh rather than Russian. I might have misspelled it because I don't think... Because in here, you'll notice... Oh! This is one. This is one. This is an I. Right, I think... Yes, right. Sorry, no, I've gone and put the wrong letters in. Right, let's try translating that instead. I think I've literally misspelled the word. Senseless. Okay. And then the last word we have here is In part. Maybe. Or deed. Deed. Maybe. Study senseless deed. Well, I'm not sure. Hey Meredith, no, we have not got the machine lighting up yet. We have found a phrase written on the back of the machine, which we've translated into English as study senseless deed. I do not know if that's a clue or not, to be honest. But what we have, what I'm fairly sure in terms of what we've worked out, is that this rod here attached to the machine is what's going to release. So this stair is going to come down, and that's going to get us onto the walkway, and when we're on the walkway we can interact with this machine up there. So I'm pretty sure we're supposed to do something here, and what we've got written on the back we've translated as study senseless deed. Don't know if we were supposed to go out of the game to translate that or not. Not even terribly sure if that's a clue. But on the other hand, it is very clearly written on the machine. We could also have a go at translating some of these other buttons if we wanted to. We've got a little bit of translation that we can do here, a little bit of translation we can do there, but again, not really sure if we're supposed to. Who knows? Anyway, that's all we're going to have time for today as part of this stream. We've made excellent progress today, really excellent progress, so that's excellent. If you're on YouTube in the future, I'm going to say goodbye to you now. Please subscribe if you're not, if you're really enjoying this. Leave a comment on what you think about this machine, whether we should be translating this writing or not using external resources, or whether you believe there are clues in the game. And yeah, and we'll see you next week. Okay, so for everyone on YouTube, bye for now. For everyone on Twitch, so we're going to cut the YouTube recording there. For everyone on Twitch, let's go and find out who's streaming right now and who we're going to go and raid. Alright, so let me go and pull up my Twitch.